Day Wednesday, baby.
Hey guys, J-Man here. Yeah, let me do my. There you go. I don't know why that's happening. I click it. I think it's like I'm clicking it too fast. It doesn't like my clicks. So I'm trying to like do my videos here. It doesn't like it. So it's like, don't piss me off. It's good to know that we are protected by the Stream Elements bot. Thank you, Stream Elements bot. Like and subscribe. All right. So we got a lot to talk about. I got an entire page of shit to talk about. So let's get it on. Oh, what was that from? Billy Madison. That was from Billy Madison. Let's get it on, or something like that. Anyways, let's bring in my co-host. Hey, Steve.
J-Man, I forgot to tell you, there's a new Marvel Villainous expansion pack I got today. It's Doc Ock.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And Titania.
Oh, interesting.
So
I like Kang. I think Kang might be kind of fun.
I was pumped for Doc Ock. I'm like, and he's on the
Doc
cover.
Ock's awesome.
I was like, oh man, they got Doc Ock, and his thing is all tentacles and stuff.
Oh, cool. So. Yeah, we watched. I'm rewatching Transformers the last night, but we watched Quantumania again. Mm-hmm. My wife did not like it at all. So that it was like, she's like, yeah, I don't like this at all. You can see everything. It's very clear. I have it on 4K. It's very clear. You can see everything. The brightness is good. All that stuff is good. It doesn't fix the first 15 minutes, which are god awful. Hey, Joe and Double C, what's going on, guys?
Hey, guys.
It doesn't fix the first 15 minutes, which are awful. It doesn't fix a lot of cringy stuff. I think I noticed more cringy stuff the second time around. So yeah, there's that. We rewatched Super Mario Brothers. So my wife hadn't seen that. She liked that one. I liked it a lot. Because I liked it a lot the first time, I liked it a bit more the second time. I was able to, I think with the kids there, it was just too distracting. You couldn't get into it. And that's not the fault of the audience. No. We want children at children's movies. That's our fault for not realizing that it's a children's movie, and we have to kind of adjust ourselves, for that. But I really like Super Mario Brothers, and I got Dungeons and Dragons today, so I'm going to watch that. I've heard some of the people that I trust have said it was really fun. I mean, in the D&D community, like people that I watch videos of, and then the one person who I super trust and is basically has every time this person does a video, I have the exact same opinion that he has. And he didn't like it. So I'm like, it's like the one guy that I'm 100% aligned with. And then everyone else who's, like I find I'm okay with, but they all kind of thought it was fun, but he's like, no. But his reasoning is my reasoning. He's like, I want Conan the Barbarian. I'm like, that's what I want.
Yeah, my dad saw it. He really liked Dungeons and Dragons. He couldn't get through Quantumania. He just couldn't. He's just like, this is idiotic. And I'm like,
yeah.
The thing that's funny is that everyone I hear about Quantum, and this isn't going to be a Marvel stream, guys. So
no, yeah.
But like when I watch like when I hear people talk about Quantumania, the one thing everyone says is that Jonathan Majors is awesome as Kang. My problem isn't that Jonathan Majors is awesome as Kang, because Jonathan Majors is a good actor. He was in Creed 3 and apparently he was amazing.
Oh, I saw Creed 3. I forgot to tell everybody. I watched Creed 3 when I got it on 4K. It's so good.
There you go.
I was like right into it, man. It's a little long. I forgot to do a review. I forgot everything. I completely forgot to do anything for it. I'd probably give it like an 8.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good, man. That Jonathan Majors guy is like super good.
Yeah,
he's good.
He's a good actor. Here's the problem, though. Kang is not a good character. And I don't know why everyone is giving him a pass in the movie. He is boring. He talks a lot. And then at the end, he's beaten by a photocopier. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that entire movie is exposition.
Yeah. The entire movie is like this. I'm like,
it's like they just talk. Where's the adventure? Like there's some neat parts. Like when he's growing big and all of the Ant-Mans are kind of helping him out and they're kind of climbing up. That's kind of neat. Kang fights. He's got like good technology. I actually like the super evolved ants. I think that's really fun.
Yeah.
But they just use them as a horde. Yeah. I'm like, I would have liked it if they made some, like, instead of there were highly evolved ants that won by attacking them.
Yeah.
Like,
so
why don't you do?
Any ants could do that.
Ants do that, right? Any ants can do that. Why didn't they do something neat? Like they make some sort of contraption, or the ultimate nullifier. I don't know. They make. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying shit. Make something cool up. Like make up something neat. It's like you got these evolved ants, so do something. It's like someone came up with these ideas. Like, oh, what if the ants are super evolved? Oh, that's so awesome. So what are they going to do? I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead. I'm like, okay, well, they'll just attack them.
Yeah, it's super and you're right. Like after the first 15 minutes, which are horrendous,
unbearable.
When they go to the actual quantum realm, the 15 minutes after that is pretty cool. They're going around. There's all these these natives and stuff, and neat. Bill Murray shows up and all. It's cool, but then it just becomes a talkathon. It's literally like Disney Plus. Like it's a Disney Plus show now.
Right.
It's Loki. It's Owen Wilson and that girl on a couch for 15 minutes talking. I'm like, what is going on?
I tried to wipe that out of my mind. What did I just watch? I just watched something the other day. What the hell did I just? Oh yeah, well, we're watching Starsky and Hutch, and this will be we'll get into the wrestling in a second. I've been watching Starsky and Hutch again, and I was telling a coworker because he used to watch it as a kid, and I was like, oh, he goes, oh yeah, I kind of remember that episode. So I was telling him what's happened. He's like, wait, how long is this episode? I was like, this is 50 minutes. It's like, this is how much happened in 50 minutes. He's like, holy crap, this is like a movie. I was like, right, this could have been a movie, and they could have tacked on another half an hour, and you would have had this amazing movie with the same storyline. It's like, right, because, and after Starsky and Hutch was over, they turned their TV off and read the newspaper, and they're like, that was pretty good. And then they went on with their day. Like, watching it now, you're like, this is a masterpiece. Back then, they're like, yeah, that was a pretty good episode. We'll watch it next week. It's like, they didn't care. Because the quality was so high. They keep doing this writer's strike thing. But here's the problem. We got to do a stream about this. Maybe the WTF media. It's like the writers and filmmakers have actually bred a generation on garbage movies.
Yeah.
They all think they're great.
Yeah.
Right? And we just can't connect. Like Sean, you, me, any of the people who are regulars on my channel could not be reached, who comes on all the time. Clobberin times, who's been on so many times. None of us, we just can't get that connect to these 20-year-old somethings who come on and say, I love this movie and all that. Why is there a disconnect? Because Starsky and Hutch was a regular show.
Yep.
And it's so awesome, right? And looking at it now, you're like, wow, this is incredible, right? It's like the ones that beat it were like, let's say Blake 7 or like Star Trek or something. Like, wow, these are like phenomenal, right? And it's like, right, now everything is so garbage. So here's what's happened. The writers go on strike, but it doesn't matter. The AI chat can write the script the same as you would. Mm-hmm. People are used to generic crap. So when you're gone, well, it'll just be more generic crap. Like, it's not noticeable. Like when okay. What's in it? What can we do? Like when like Cameron didn't direct Terminator 3, he didn't do Terminator 3.
Right.
We knew, we're like, oh
yeah.
So this isn't that good now. It's like it's okay. It's a fun movie. It's fun. Yeah. I thought it was fun. Yeah. But you're like, well, that's a step down.
Yeah,
right? It's noticeable, yeah. Right?
Absolutely.
When Michael Bay didn't direct Bumblebee, the only noticeable thing was I didn't throw up every 10 minutes because of some stupid cringe joke line.
Or I could also see the action, which was nice.
Yeah. You could always see the action in Michael Bay movies. you just can't tell what's going on because the Transformers designs were bad.
Yeah, the designs.
You could see two things hitting each other. You just didn't know what two things were.
Two gray splotches were hitting each other.
Two gray things butting heads. All right. Let's get into it. SmackDown. Raquel Rodriguez and Shotzi, who I'm wearing today. Who are you wearing today, Shotzi? Raquel and Shotzi versus Bailey and Io. Io messed up. I guess they're trying to say that she somehow messed up. I don't even understand what. That was the worst fake mess up. Like, it's a scripted mess up.
Yeah.
And you messed it up. Because I could not.
The mess up. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like she like jumps and I was like, okay, so that was just like a miss. It's like, oh, Io Sky kind of messed it up there. It's like, did she though? Bailey was calling the shots. Like, I don't even understand what Bailey was trying to say.
The problem is that Io Sky has messed up so many times. I don't know when the mess up is scripted and when it's not.
Right.
Whenever she messed up, it's not to me noteworthy. It's like if the commentators point it out, I'm like, why are they pointing it out? She does this like every match.
Right.
Where she screws up something. So I was even a step further back from you. I wasn't stunned that there was a mess up that was messed up. I was stunned that it was noteworthy. I'm like, it's like, yeah, that's what she does.
It's like, it's Machete. He kills people. That's what he does. It's
that's
like
what he does.
That's what she does.
I will say Shotzi had some good offense in this one. I like the tiger suplex, the double underhook suplex. That was cool. I think she's evolving as a
big time
as a performer in the ring. And Raquel Rodriguez, give this woman a singles push, like finally. Like,
this is just not working out for me.
No.
It's not working out for me, her tags.
Here's the problem. You're right, Joe, but here's the problem. That whole thing was literally, so Bailey missed the sunset flip because you saw she let one arm go and then she had to like struggle to get it. I thought Raquel at one point was just going to grab her arm and put it there. Then Io Sky jumped somewhere and she sort of like grazed. Like, I don't know what the purpose was of the maneuver. She sort of grazed Raquel and Raquel just sat on Bailey. And I guess Raquel suddenly weighs 300 pounds because Bailey couldn't get back up. And meanwhile, Sky went and had a hot dog or something. Like, she went over to grab the prone Shotzi, and I'm like, what? I was like, I don't even know what you're doing. Like, I don't even know like what you're. Like, are you? Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Plans are like, what's going on?
Yeah, I didn't understand what the plan was that got screwed up.
Yeah.
So like normally. Let's say it was this. Okay, Raquel's there. I don't know. I'll make up something. So Bailey's like, okay, Io, you and I'll hold Raquel. You jump on her, right?
Yeah.
And then Io misses, like jumps on her and misses her. And then because she misses her, it's like, but that didn't happen. She missed her kind of. But if she had hit, what would have happened? Like, I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't understand what the plan
was supposed to be. I think was she was supposed to drop kick Raquel because she's doing the sunset flip, but she wasn't going over. So generally you have to hit that person to give them the momentum. So I think she was supposed to drop kick Raquel. Instead, she did some sort of jump and grazed her on the shoulder, which, I mean, here's the target. Here's where she hit. Or over here, like whatever. Like, it was a mile away from where the target was.
Right, and it was supposed to be bad.
Yeah.
So But like, it was just too weird.
Yeah, it was so weird because even Raquel looked like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, yeah, I'm just going to sit on Bailey. Bailey sold it, and Io Sky was like stunned that Bailey got pinned, and I'm like, didn't you see what you did? You hit her. She fell on Bailey. Why didn't you try and break up the pin? She goes over and she's screwing around with Shotzi. And I'm like, so Io Sky is obviously drunk, which goes along with how she goes to the ring. So whatever, man. She's ridiculous.
Yep. All right. So then we had the only other thing that happened on SmackDown was Bianca was talking. Asuka attacked her, give the armbar or whatever. That's pretty much it, which we'll discuss during the match.
Yeah, she tried to do the KOD, and she KOD'd her onto a producer who grabbed her, and yeah, I got something to say about Bianca, but anyhow,
all right. Well, then we had Night of Champions. Was the next thing. So I think you called everything. I can't remember exactly, but you called
100%. Right? I called everything.
You called everything. Yep. And I was saying that I was watching with my wife while she was reading a book, and I was like, Steve called this one. I'm like, I think, and then he called another one. I'm like, man, you got it all. I think you called everything. So we had Bex versus Trish. I love the yellow suit, the Game of Death, Bruce Lee inspired.
This was funny. I'll say my piece when you're done.
Yeah. There's a couple of parts where Becky was waiting for Trish to show up. Yeah. I don't know if she went up to get a coffee and come back. Yeah. Like, I was like, oh shit, this is frozen. What's going on the TV? It froze. I'm like, oh no, that's Becky waiting for Trish to come. But okay, I mean, it wasn't like, okay, there's a few, not great parts, but okay, manhandle slam, Gary knocked her out. Zoe came in, did the Z360. Did Becky break her nose again? Did her nose get broken again?
I don't know.
Gushing blood.
I know. I'm like, what happened? But she didn't say anything the next night or on Raw, so.
I guess he was okay, but it was like Penguin in Batman Returns. It's like, could be worse. My nose could be gushing blood. He's like, ah. He's like, ah.
He's like, could be gushing, and then he like bites. Yeah. So there weren't some good spots. Trish seemed to screw up the stratosphere a couple of times. Like the first time was really bad. Like Becky actually had to grab her leg and put it on the other side of her. Like,
come here, leg. Let me show you.
Yeah, like, oh. But I mean, Trish is in obviously better shape than Lita has been in the ring. Like it was a half decent thing, but there was still some screw-ups. There's a neck breaker that was like she took really awkwardly. But the thing that made me laugh was, okay, so let's talk about this in a kayfabe situation. You're Trish Stratus. You're looking for help. You go to Zoe Stark because Zoe Stark is just hanging around back. You're like, okay, Zoe, here's what we're going to do. Because you like me so much, you're going to travel with me across the world. You're going to go, like, they set up the ring, 2-3 hours ahead of time? Yeah, so you're going to go under the ring, right? Wait there while the entire audience comes in. Wait there through the first match. AJ and Seth Rollins are beating each other up over Zoe Stark's head. And you just wait there in case I need you. Because if you look, Trish went and grabbed her at the very end.
Yeah,
technically, she actually went and like, hey, wake up, Zoe. Like, come on. How much do you like Trish Stratus that you're willing to do all that? Like, and again, I brought this up multiple times. There's a plane of wrestlers going to Saudi Arabia. Isn't Becky Lynch or one of their own like, why is Zoe Stark on this airplane?
Zoe Stark took an earlier flight and laid in the arena the entire time. Maybe there's a trap door she can come through. I don't know. Why don't you just bring Zoe Stark in with you?
That's what I was saying. Like, why grab her? Because technically, again in kayfabe, if Trish didn't go and get Zoe, if she just beat Becky clean, Zoe's under there the rest of the night.
Right. They should have just had Zoe be in the audience.
Yeah. Well, they had so many other people.
Like, show her. Like, literally, right. They had other guys, almost. And stuff. They just show her in the audience.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Zoe Stark's here to enjoy it, to see what the women's, who's going to be the next champ, well, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then she comes up, what the hell is she doing out here? Yeah. She's supposed to stay in her seat. It's like, well, what's she supposed to do? Stay around here and let her friend Trish get hurt? No, she's going to help. Like, come on, guys. Like, I know it's like, oh my God, Zoe Stark is like the repo man. I'm waiting for the repo man to come back out.
He's going to do it one day, man, and it's going to be all worth it.
Literally, and they're gonna show footage from like 1992. Oh my God, the Repo Man went under the ring in 1992 and was never seen again. The first handstand.
Yeah, I had to grab her in the right position.
Yeah, that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, Zoe Stark. Hey, they're doing something with her. I hate.
Yeah, they're like, oh. And she's like,
I cannot stand it. You're right, Joe. Everyone was singing a stupid song, and Zoe snuck in. Jeez, my God, I hate that thing.
I can't stand it. I fast forward all of Seth Rollins's things now.
I fast forward. So here's the thing. I fast forward until they start wrestling, and as soon as I start hearing again, I start fast forwarding again.
All right. Where's my comments? I'll give Joe the Tiffany. I know you commented earlier. There you go. There's the Tiffany for you. I just can't.
Zoe, I'm glad Zoe they're doing something with her though. So
that is true.
That was the silver lining.
Bianca versus Asuka. There's I wrote leapfrog kick. The mist in the eyes with the fingers was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
I thought that was a great idea because it's she's just yeah, I still have it on me. Just rub it in. I'm like, oh, that was really good. I like that idea. So what did you want to say about Bianca? Was it for this match or?
No, what I've been noticing. So the thing I've been noticing is Bianca's losing the audience. I think she's losing the audience. I think they're getting tired of her a bit. And I noticed that no one is getting pumped up for her moves anymore. Like that move where she does the the handspring against the ropes and then the moonsault.
Yes.
They don't care. They're really. I was sitting there thinking, now might be the time for a Bianca heel turn, and actually keep Asuka face because I don't think anyone wants to boo Asuka. I don't think Asuka can do anything to be booed.
I think you're right. I think Bianca has been losing the crowd lately.
Yeah.
Even when she was doing her celebration, they're like, yeah, no one cares.
Yep.
It's the only reason anyone cares because Asuka came out and did stuff.
Yeah.
Asuka's at this point, I would never say she's Stone Cold or something, but she's at this point where everyone likes it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's because it's one of these things. Well, it is like an Austin thing. She's just on her own.
Yeah.
And she just does her. She just does her. They say you do you. She just does her. It's I'm Asuka. I painted my face this way today. That's it. That's me. I have my mist, and I gotta win. And I think people like that, and they're like, yeah, she's just in. She's in. It doesn't matter what she does.
She's over.
So, she's over. Bianca. I mean, that's not her real hair, right? That full thing. Her hair is only.
I don't believe so. I'd be shocked.
So, I think I'm almost thinking she needs to slick her hair back or something, and come out and be and maybe leather jacket, not exactly a Rhea Ripley thing, but Bianca could be mean. If you look at even the picture that I have of her in the black, if she did something a little bit more. Mean or whatever, and came out and be well, listen, I'm taking my title back. She doesn't have to come out and insult the crowd.
No.
The thing, a lot of little girls, Bianca's in a bad spot.
Yeah.
As a performer, there's a lot of little girls that really like her.
Oh yeah.
And they do their hair.
Yeah.
And they spin their hair around, and it'll just be I don't know. They're gonna. Maybe make her a bit edgier and not full heel, but something has to be happening. What did Joe say?
Yeah. I think it was good. I actually think it was a good match because their styles contrast so well. You got Asuka, who's the more technical wrestler, the ultimate striker, and you got Bianca, who's pure power moves and athleticism. I think they mesh well in the ring together. I am glad Asuka won because it makes the heel turn worthwhile. And I think you needed to get Bianca back with the crowd. She has to chase instead of have the title.
Right.
But I would honestly do is have Bayley have a confrontation with Io Sky after a match, have Bianca come out, knock out Io Sky, and say to Bayley, "We're Damage Control."
Oh, that'd be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Double C. That's exactly right.
That's the problem. You're in this position now.
John Cena, yeah.
Yeah. And Bianca's like a super nice person.
Yeah.
And like she's worked hard in her life to achieve what she's achieved. And, and it's tough. Like, it's easier for like Becky or Charlotte or Bayley who just have this like, we're into wrestling. We're there. We can go back and forth. It almost seems like Bianca is that person, right? That's the problem.
Yeah, who can't?
Right? Yeah, like it's like she's just herself. That's just her. Like, yeah, like so. Like, what is she gonna do? I don't know. Like Charlotte Flair knows that. Look, I'm doing a Charlotte Flair character. Right, I can be the queen. I can be whatever opportunity, whatever, all those different things. And it's like, it just, it doesn't, you can't, I don't know what to do. Like Tiffany Stratton, I'm looking at she's obviously a character. Cora Jade is a character, right? So it's like, they're very obvious characters. Bianca seems like, well, this is just me hanging out, and being a wrestler. And I don't know what they can do. Like they'll have to do some work with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has done that, which was kind of weird when she did it. So.
Yeah, I didn't. That was weird. But all right. And then we had the Rhea Ripley versus Natalya. Well, that's it for that match. So let's get to Battleground. Like, what the shit?
Yeah, it was
that was crazy. But okay, but one funny thing. I don't think that they should have went on longer. Come on. But one thing that came out of that, which made me laugh, was Dom talking to Natalya, and then they're like, "Oh, she's trying to get his number and all that." Dom's taken. They're like, he's taken. What is she up to? And they're like, I was just crying with laughter. Dominic Mysterio getting booed to hell, and Rhea Ripley getting cheered is awesome.
Yeah,
I like because we speculated. Well, it's probably time to split them up, right? No, keeping them together makes it better. The crowd doesn't know what to do with itself. They're like, yeah, well, we like Rhea, but Dom, we hate Dom. What do I do? I don't know what to do. So it's like she'll speak, yeah, and then he'll speak, boo. It's like, what the hell's going on here? Like, it's like you can literally direct the crowd like an orchestra. Yay, boo, yay. It's so great because they don't know what to do with themselves. I love it. But no, why is Natalya trying to hit on Dom and get his number and all this? It's like, what are you talking about?
Well, she may as well have done something while she was in Saudi Arabia because she sure as hell didn't have a wrestling match. I mean, again, this is the real conversation. So creative sits down, Triple H, whoever sits down with Natalya and says, okay, so Natalya, we're going to fly out to Saudi Arabia. You're going to go down to the ring. You're going to give your glasses. You're going to do some selfies and all that. You're going to get in the ring and yell at Dominic Mysterio a bit. And then you're literally going to get your ass whipped in record time.
Right.
How is this not a SmackDown or a Raw match? How is this on a pay-per-view? You don't need to. Yeah. Perfect. You don't need. You don't need to pump up Rhea Ripley anymore, and you don't need to humiliate Natalya. So I was like, and the match was literally 1 minute and 48 seconds.
Right.
So Bianca was a heel before, so just freaking.
Yeah, I started writing because I got my notes. So I wrote, okay, Rhea versus Natalya. It's over. Like, I didn't even write it. Like, I'm writing it down nice. I'm like, okay, let me get some notes because I like to write a little bit of notes. So like, okay, I just wrote squashed. That's it. I wrote Rhea V Nat dash Riptide dash squash. Surprisingly, I've written more notes in my university course because my university course notes would be 2 lines, which is still 1 line more than this. Like, I mean, Tiffany versus Lyra, I've got 4 lines. You know what I mean? It's like, this is like 1 line. It's not even like a full thing. Like, it's just like squashed. Okay.
I was like, what was the purpose of this? I was befuddled. I was just like, okay. Well, did we really need to get to Cody to Brock that fast? Like, is Brock got diarrhea or something? We gotta get him in and out of the ring.
I literally said that. I said that to my wife. I was like, because I was like, what the hell? That was fast. I said, someone's got diarrhea. You're in Saudi Arabia. The food looked good. I'm like, it's either Rhea or not. Like, Rhea came out and she's like, yeah, we need to end this match. Like, Natalia's like, but I want to get my glasses. No. Run to the ring. I'm going to run to the ring.
It's like it's like Raiders of the Lost Ark when there's more. I didn't go to that room. Oh shit!
Oh, shit is right. All right. Well, that was it for the Ground of Battles. No, sorry, the Champion of Nights.
Yeah, the Champion of Nights.
All right, now it's time for the Ground of Battle. I was fast forwarding all this before I realized that Lash Legends is there. I was like, oh no, I like Lash Legends, and I missed all that. And I just fast because that guy, guy that they're with, seems like the most boring man of all time.
First of all, he has arguably the hairiest chest of anyone I see these days. I don't know.
I thought that was a shirt. I'm like, oh, he's got textured. He's got a textured shirt. I'm like, that's not a textured shirt. I mean, there's people there. There's like freezing children in the Arctic that could use a sweater. Like, knit something out of that, buddy.
I was just like, why aren't you just interviewing his chest hair? It's probably got more to say than he does. He's walking around. I don't care about that guy at all. He comes out with a crew of people. I'm just like, I didn't watch it either. I only cared about the Tiffany Lyra match.
All right, so that was that. But and then, there's Thea Hale cried. She cried and left the room. Did you see that?
Can I just say
that was very mean.
First of all, how is Charlie Dempsey, the guy with the curly hair, making anyone cry? I look at him and I want to cry. Like, he just looks weird to me. Like, what is wrong with this guy? And I've seen him wrestle in his underwear. I don't understand. And like, wasn't the guy who's with him, didn't Charlotte Flair beat the living crap out of him? I think it was. I think it was the same guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Drew Gulak. He was
Drew Gulak. Yeah, that's right. That was Drew Gulak or whatever.
Like, who's this guy to talk about anything? And then what I love is Duke Hudson in the back. He's grading the papers and he's like, hey, what are you doing? Like, they realize what they're saying, and she's already run out of the ring or out of the room. And I'm like, he starts yelling at them. I'm like, Duke Hudson, I like you. I've liked you more as the substitute teacher because I think that's hilarious. But I actually want you to take these two douchebags and literally beat the piss out of them, like both.
Yeah,
of them.
that was not good. And he's like, "You can't make my students cry." It's like, well, I don't know. This Duke thing is super funny. I'm so glad Chase University is still going.
Oh, thank God!
And we're gonna get to him, doing the big training with her. All right, but Dempsey's real son. Yeah.
Really?
He does. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like Willy Wonka.
He looks like I was gonna say that. Yeah, he looks like Gene Wilder. Anyway, but then we had Tiffany versus Lyra. So Lyra had the bad knee. It's hard to say when there's a couple of misses, but again, I don't know if
bad misses.
Again, I don't know if is it playing like in kayfabe, can we just chalk that up to, oh well, her knee was hurt, so it's weird? I don't know. Like it's one of these. Tiffany's submission though was awesome. That submission she did, that was really neat. Like she's over and then like kind of
she bridges.
And then the moonsault, the prettiest moonsault. And we knew Tiffany was going to win. Like that was, but I actually liked Lyra's like kind of gold around. I thought that was kind of
the gold. Yeah, the gold.
She needs to fix her boots, otherwise she's cool.
She's got to fix her boots. I was glad that she got a pop. I'm glad that she's starting to go over a bit because I did like her. But again, Tiffany is really getting over with the crowd because she is so frigging. She didn't read the heel book. On the heel book, you don't do crowd pleasing moves, and they love that moonsault. I don't blame them. I think the moonsault is like probably one of the best. She has top 3 moonsaults. Like just the way she does it, like the top rope, she doesn't even use the rope. She just goes up.
She bounces off of it.
She is amazing. Here's the problem. Tiffany Stratton is amazing in the ring. She's amazing. She's not going to be able to carry this. She's trying, but even when they announced her yesterday, she got cheers. Again, guys, read the heel book. But if you don't have those moves, then Tiffany Stratton is not a performer. The only person I've seen of the ladies who's changed her repertoire since becoming heel is Bayley. She doesn't do any of the big moves anymore or anything like that. She does a lot of underhanded things. I'm like, Bayley gets it. But you can't. This is why sometimes I think they really got to think about the character when they see them in the ring and say,
well, someone has to tell her.
Yeah.
I like the finisher. That should be one of those. That should be one of those like signature moves, but not a finisher. Like, there's the big kick. Like I like the kick, but not as a finisher. So just have it as. It's like people's elbow. Like you can't win with the people's elbow. That's like stupidness, right?
Well, do you know how the people's elbow came about?
No, I mean, I watched. I've seen all of Rock's matches, but I don't remember exactly.
The people's elbow apparently came about to make the Undertaker break character and laugh.
Oh,
because it's so ridiculous, they did it literally to make the Undertaker laugh, and it just caught on.
Right, but it is funny, and see, that's a fun movie. Like you wait for the people's elbow.
Yeah.
But you can't win with that. Like that's like stupidness, right?
By the way, again, Snoop Dogg, people were making fun of the people elbow and all that. They did on The Miz.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I found out. So Shane came into the ring, and in all McMahon, tradition of all McMahons, he blew a wheel immediately. Right? He just blew a wheel immediately. Like it's just.
I feel bad for this.
Like he jumped and he literally was dead. So they had to call Snoop Dogg into the ring to save the segment because Shane is on the ground. He can't do anything. And when Snoop Dogg came into the ring, you can literally hear him saying, God damn it, Shane! Like, God damn it! Like, what do I do? And the cameraman went like this to punch. The cameraman told him to punch the Miz, and then the referee called for people's elbow. You could hear it.
We can't do anything by working with each other.
They should form a new team.
It's a cameraman.
The backstage crew or something. The backstage posse, cameraman, a ref,
and Snoop Dogg.
And Snoop Dogg posse. It'd be like the backstage posse, backstage mafia.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh jeez, I can't take it, man. Oh shit. Yeah. Show some respect to the people. Okay, here, I'll give you this one.
Takes a big man to admit when he's wrong. I am not a big man.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Hey Brian. I like how it's like Vince times 2.
He blew up both at once.
I'm getting a stitch in my side. Christ, I can't take it. I need a minute. Oh my god, I can't take it. I need a minute, man. Oh my god, I have to calm down. Let me calm down. Oh god. Oh my god. All right, hold on. Oh, I got my little. I have a little fidget thingy.
Yeah.
Ooh, helps me calm down. Oh god, I can't take it. I can't. Like, I love the fight. It's like, yeah. Oh! They come running in. They come running in and immediately destroy. No. Oh Jesus Christ! All right, I'm gonna have to do one of those. We pause for station identification. Remember that? I'm clipping that tonight. We pause for station identification. Remember that when that used to come on? It'd be like, we pause now for station identification. Oh my God! I'm gonna find that and clip it. Oh.
So Tiffany won.
Right.
And it was a good match. Wyver's, building. She needs a new finisher, but Tiffany needs to be a champion. She's obviously the best one. I just hope that they figure out again. It's like the LA Knight thing. The guy's super popular. You gotta start doing that.
No, Brian, stop it. Brian, man, no. Yeah, I gotta stop. Oh, damn it. No. Stop. I'm not Brian, man, don't do this to me. I can't do it.
I keep cleaning my glasses because they keep fogging up.
Oh my God. I can't do it. Oh my God. All right.
So yeah. So they gotta realize she's popular and do something about it.
No, I'm not. I saw Brian's comment. I'm not reading it. No, that's it. I can't. I can't. I can only be on for another hour. I can't. Oh my god, I can't. All right. Well, Tiffany won. Obviously, she's the best. Woo. Okay. Raw. So we had Trish come out, talking up Zoe. That was good. Bex came in again with the yellow.
Yeah, apparently she didn't change from Saudi Arabia.
Ooh, that must be. I do like Becky Lynch, but that might be a bit sweaty.
Yeah, I was thinking that might be a little bit. I hope they dry cleaned it before they gave it back to her.
I hope. Yeah.
Yeah, Becky Lee went back in there and she got nailed again. So the question really is, because obviously the idea is SummerSlam to have Rhea versus Becky for the belt, is how does Becky resolve this feud? Because technically she's got two people she's got to take out.
Right. So I don't know because, hey, did Trish get bruised?
She must have. She had that big black mark on her.
I hope that clears up in a couple of weeks for the photo ops.
Yeah. This is Trish. I didn't hit her before we had the photo taken.
Yeah, I know. That's gonna look weird.
Yeah, I'll try and look at her chin to say, hey, or did that clip? I got.
Oh my god, is that a bruise? Oh, is that a bruise?
Say too, thank you, Trish.
Yes, you should say that. I was thinking about that myself. I might, because there's a lot of. Well, we're gonna plan out our day for that.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. Okay. So yeah. So that, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do. I guess they're gonna.
And do you really want Becky going over Zoe Stark this early in her push? That's everything.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I didn't. I like the fact they were using Zoe Stark, but I don't want Becky to go over Zoe Stark this early. And if they're going to push Becky versus Rhea, which I heard is what they want to do, you can't have Becky lose a whole bunch more.
Right.
So this is a bit of a tangled. The only thing I can think of is put them both in the Money in the Bank match, and that lets Becky get revenge on Zoe and claim the Money in the Bank briefcase if that's what they want to do, and still get some comeuppance on Zoe, but Zoe doesn't lose. Like, she doesn't get pinned.
Right. Yeah, what's going on with that Money in the Bank match? They're going to start doing the qualifiers, right?
Yeah, it's Lacey versus Zelina.
Zelina. I hope Lacey wins. I like Zelina too, but like, I want Lacey in there.
Lacey needs some time to like exposure, and you can see top guys aren't like Ricochet won. That guy has zero chance of winning Money in the Bank.
Right.
But they put him in there because he does a lot of big aerial athletic moves, and he's going to do some crazy shit off the ladder. That's why they put him
right. In. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. We had Raquel and Shotzi do like a little interview with Bailey. Neo came out. And then they're dedicating the match to Dakota.
Yeah.
Raquel called out Bailey saying you didn't have any gold.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good.
I am thinking that they need to put gold on Bailey at some point because she's just spinning her wheels right now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I guess so.
Is it gonna go all the way to SummerSlam? Do you think, Joe? Here's the thing, you got the belt on someone who has no competition right now. That's the problem. Yeah,
because you can do it for Becky, but what's Rhea doing in the meantime?
Yep.
What's the next thing? SummerSlam? No, Money in the Bank. Then SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Okay, so Money in the Bank. Oh yeah, no, I don't know. No, I don't. How many people fight in Money in the Bank?
I think it's 6.
6 people. And Money in the Bank is both brands or whatever. Okay. So obviously, Asuka and Rhea are not in Money in the Bank. So we're gonna have Bianca, Becky.
Bianca will probably be challenging for the belt from Asuka, though. So you're not
Okay,
going
so she won't be in there, right? So it's gonna be Becky, Raquel.
Yeah.
Who else? Shotzi, maybe.
Zoe,
Lacey or Zelina.
and maybe like Candice.
Yeah, they just gave her a spot. They gave her. There was a video package for her.
Yep.
So maybe her. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It felt really forced. It seemed weird. I didn't see the spot that caused the blood.
I didn't get it either. I was like, "What? Her nose break again? Like, what the hell's going on?" All right. So yeah, there's the Candice LeRae thing, which is like, oh, okay, I gotta do something with her, I guess.
Yep.
So then we actually had Raquel and Shotzi versus Complaint Department versus Damage Control versus Ronda and Shayna. Now we already knew who was going to win. I was really hoping for the Complaint Department to win. Shake it up. Like, I think they're so great, those two.
Yeah.
They're like my favorite tag team. Like I'm a super Ronda fan, so I'm glad. I like Ronda, and there's some good stuff. But like again, there's some botches again.
There were some botches. There was, I mean, I loved the spot where Chelsea was tagged in, and she's like, "No, I don't know," and then she like tried to tag out. No one would tag out with her.
Yeah, that was funny.
Really good. I thought this was a good overall match. I think all four teams did well. I was actually rooting at one point for Damage Control. And I noticed something during the match. I think the arm bar, Ronda had Raquel in an arm bar. Bailey went off the top rope and elbowed Ronda.
Yep.
And the crowd popped hard, and I was like, is anyone listening to this? Maybe you move Damage Control to a face team. Maybe they're not doing anything. Make them both faces.
Yeah, why not? I mean, yeah.
I think the crowd would accept it if they did it.
Yeah, they might. I want to say the Complaint Department in black and yellow looked really good.
Oh yeah, they looked really good. This was probably, but watching this match, I'm like, Raquel is such a beast. She was bombing everyone. I'm like, you got to put her against Asuka.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to pick Bianca, but I'm like, you got to put Raquel in there, man. She's just a champ. She's on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
She's on SmackDown Double C. I like. Yeah, she did tap out. She tapped out like amazingly fast. Ronda did a good trap for her where she grabbed her.
I liked the way that went. The way Ronda caught that was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. Shotzi tapped out. Awesome. I think they just went too long. They were going like really long.
But it was overall it was still pretty good.
It was a really good match. It was shockingly good considering what my expectations were. I was like, storyline wise, I was into it. I was actually thinking all four teams came off really well.
They should have put that in the Night of Champions.
Night of Champions.
And then switched. If Rhea was just going to destroy Natalia, then they could have just put that. They could have swapped those two things. If that was just going to be
Raw.
Right.
And they're trying not.
Well, the champion. Yeah, I guess they're trying not to, but still, like, I mean.
Well, AJ was on Raw, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't tell I don't know who's on what brand. It's like, I don't know, and I don't care to remember because it's like you guys don't even follow your own thing. It's like half the time this guy shows up, I'm like, oh, he's on, like, who we just, like, Double C's like, oh, is Lacey on SmackDown? Right, I don't know. Sure, she is right now. Like for 5 minutes until she's not.
Yeah. I'm surprised they still had a picture of Lacey Evans to show for her versus Selena.
Yeah.
But they had her on a milk carton.
Yeah. She does a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, I see her on her Instagram and stuff. So she has like a coffee business or something.
I'm glad she's got something on the side because they're just not using her. And like, I hope she comes in and beats Selena, to be honest with you, and gets in that frigging ladder match at Money in the Bank.
She was in the last ladder match, wasn't she? Or no?
She was, yes.
Yeah. So hopefully they get her in there.
Fatigues or whatever.
Yeah.
I think.
All right. Then we had Ronda and Shayna, like an interview. You know, the masses mean nothing. That was funny. Baddest team on the planet. That was cool. I mean, I'm okay with the two of them.
Yeah.
I really like the complaint department, though.
The complaint department is genius. I honestly think that it's genius, and I love Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
I just love how she'll get in the ring and she's like, no, like when she got tagged, she's like, no.
Yeah.
I can't do this. Like, it was so funny.
Yeah, no, she's awesome. Trying to see if I could. Oh gosh, Chelsea Green. GIF. Let's see if there's any good GIFs I can add to my collection. Yeah, so that, I mean, that was that. Then we had a Rhea Ripley interview, which was just like, you know, I destroyed everybody. It's like, okay.
Well, she destroyed Natalia at Night Champion, so it's hard to argue.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you that someone had to go.
I enjoyed.
That's done.
That's done.
Yeah,
Carmella decided to have a baby, so that's
yeah.
I mean, it works.
Sonya being a bit more edgy and a bit more like, you know, like darker, and then and I don't know. The thing is because Sonya was already a complainer anyways.
Yeah.
It kind of went well, but like, yeah, look like if you had Carmella and it was the three of them complaint department, wow, that would be like super awesome.
That would be super awesome.
If you Google complaint department WWE, you actually get the WWE complaint department. Please just contact us. I'm like,
did you ask to speak with someone's manager, J-Man?
No. Chelsea won me over when she's like, "Can I speak to your manager? I want to speak to the manager of Raw and complain about the manager of SmackDown." It's like, it's the same person. You spoke to me on Friday.
I like when she went to Ottawa.
Yes.
Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. And then she's like, it's terrible there. And he's like, aren't you Canadian? Well, how did you not know that was not Ottawa, Ontario, Canada? But I like to, at the end of the thing, when Rhea came out, well, she was like posing, and then Seth Rollins came beside her, and he put his arm around her, and they were posing, and then she looked at him, she went, oh, and he's like, yeah, he's like, ooh. Seth Rollins is still entertaining, even though the fans are annoying for singing his freaking song ad nauseum.
He's got to be careful. Dom might attack him.
Oh, I think that'd be great. They got thrown out, and Dom's like, I got hit. How am I getting thrown out?
My favorite thing was the Valentine's Day where the cops came up. He's like, it's a sting operation. It's like two guys eating lunch. They're after me. I gotta go.
He ran out.
He stiffed her with the build-up. Oh my God, he's the best. All right, we had so NXT.
Yeah,
we had JC versus GG in a weaponized steel cage, or they just. I mean, these matches are okay, but literally it's just them smacking each other with whatever weapon they have.
There were a couple of really good spots, and Gigi took one spot. I think it was like the neck breaker on the steel chair, and I went,
yes.
Like, I think a couple of her reactions were not acting. I think like she took them hard. Like that neck breaker on the steel on the steel chair looked frigging brutal. I was like, holy shit.
There's a few good ones.
I think they had some good things going on there, and and end it through the table, which is probably how it should be, because WWE fans for some reason have table fetishes. They always want a table.
I know.
Why?
Going through that table's nothing.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I guess like when the Dudley Boys came and started put people through tables, they were like, "This is the greatest thing since Seth Rollins' theme song." I have no idea, but like,
why do they need tables under the ring? Like, when has there ever been an occasion where having a table under the ring was a use for something?
I know.
Unless it's maybe they're replacement announce tables. Maybe
probably because they need them so much
People always
because
go-
everyone's are being destroyed at every show.
Oh, hold on. Oh, is Alexa Bliss, is she pregnant?
Interesting.
I didn't know that. Oh my god!
Yeah,
That is
the girl
awesome.
sticking through the garbage can was good. I like.
Yes, that was good too.
He took some heavy shots. So like, Gigi Dolan was a trooper. Not saying JC wasn't, but I think Gigi ended up with with more of those spots where she
The lion's share of the pain.
Yeah. But she won, and good for her, and hopefully this ends and they can both,
Move on to other feuds.
move on.
We had Cora Jade interview. I love Cora Jade.
Poor Jade's in the back just
She's the
complaining.
best.
What her eye looked terrible though, man.
It did. But and like it's like that was funny, and it's like Ivy now came out and said, "Oh, what are you complaining about? Whatever." It's like, all right, fine. Well, so that's the big girls' locker room. We always wanted to know what kind of conversations go on in the girls' locker room, and that's now we know.
Now we know.
Now
we
we know.
didn't really miss anything.
We didn't miss it. Oddly, there was no pillow fights.
No.
There was
lingerie,
no shower scene.
No.
None of that happened. It's
no
just
pudding
no.
thing for them to wrestle in. Nothing. Just a locker room with a bunch of girls hanging around, listening to Cora Jade complain.
Yeah. So we've missed nothing.
We've missed nothing.
Then there was the Tiffy-bration.
You know what?
I'll give it the.
I just had a Tiffany epiphany.
She came out, she got a big pop, and she just started like they tried the whole snobbish thing and people booed, but like I don't cheer her again. It's getting pretty obvious that they got to turn her.
Yeah. Then we had the Thea Hale.
So who do you think? Wait a second. Who do you think is going to be the number one contender? Because
So hold on a second. Yeah, she called out the locker room.
Yeah. We're going to have a battle royal.
Battle Royal. I have no idea. Maybe that.
Who wins? Who takes on Tiffany Stratton?
I don't know. All my favorites are gone. It's not going to be Cora Jade.
No.
Like Nikita Lyons is gone.
Yeah.
Sol Ruka's gone.
Yeah. Zoe Stark's up with the big.
Yeah, all of those other people moved up.
Yeah.
Indy Hartwell's out, and she moved up also. The witches are gone. I don't know.
Like Roxanne Perez, but she's already been beaten by Tiffany. So
Yeah, no, that's a dead story. Maybe. What if they do Thea Hale? What if they did Thea?
that would be hilarious.
Maybe she, because the next thing was her training and learning stuff or whatever. So maybe she trains and learns and becomes
I love how
good.
she's like, ooh, 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 ooh. And Duke Hudson's like, they made you cry last week. And she's like, I know, but I have to learn and all that. I'm like, Thea Hale was just like such a great character. I loved too when she came out. And Tiffany's like, you shouldn't even be here. And Tiffany was, I mean, Thea Hale was all like, like she's like, oh, and she had a big frown on her face. Thea Hale is so over the top. I can't stop laughing.
She's so funny. I know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that'd be good. Let Thea get a shot. Then we had Danny Palmer come out, calling out the attacker, and it was Blair Davenport, who I don't know.
So she was in UK.
Okay.
NXT. It's funny because they sort of said she's been doing all of these attacks, like all the way back to Nikita Lyons.
Right.
So, and Nikita Lyons was how many months ago that she did that? Was that before WrestleMania?
Yeah, like I have a feeling that like if you followed her Instagram posts and her social media, you could disprove that.
Yeah, I'm like, well, how long has she been doing this? Like, she's been hanging around for 6 months, just attacking random people.
And then what does she do after she attacks them? She like goes home and like watches Netflix or something.
Yeah, I'm guessing she watches the end of the finale of Succession and all that. Like, what's going on? And then she comes, and then what causes her to unmask? Danny Palmer calls her out. That's
it's like, yeah.
They should have done that months ago, then. They would have saved some people from being attacked.
I'd be like, who is Danny Palmer? You just showed up. You called her out and she comes out. It's like, okay. Oh, that would have been funny.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Schism is garbage.
They're done.
Yeah, Schism is garbage. Like Danny Palmer comes out and it's like, wait, who are you again?
Yeah,
I'm Danny Palmer.
She's had one match. She's like, yeah, I'm calling out the mystery attacker who's been attacking us for 6 months, and they just show up and sure. If only it was that the person who murdered Joe Smith, on the 3rd, I'm calling you out. Just show up.
Here I am.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Wrestling logic, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, who's leaving?
The 2 guys, they've asked for the release. They don't want to. They see it's going.
Oh, from Schism?
Yeah.
Oh, then Ava's on her own.
Well, she's with Gacy, right?
Okay. Oh, that faction sucked.
It did because they came out. They were boring. They talked forever. They made no sense, and then they would leave.
They're the Eternals of the wrestling world.
Maybe
they should call themselves the Eternals. You're boring, stupid, you don't make sense, and no one likes you. Our movie's coming out soon. Oh my god. Then we had I ran out of paper here, but then we had Cora versus Ivy. And so Ava came out and tried some attack, and then Cora won, obviously. But maybe they are going to do something more with her then.
Well, they got to, because otherwise she's just been walking around for most of the time, or standing with one of the guy wrestlers. She's had nothing to. She's had one match, and it was a little bit rough.
Yeah, shaky. Yeah.
They've been sort of trying to do something with her and Ivy Nile for a while. And to be honest with you, Ivy Nile seems like a good person to hone your craft with, because she is a very good technical wrestler. in the match itself, I loved when they locked up and Cora immediately was like, my eye, she touched my eye. And then like she hit her and she went, ha ha. Like I loved the pointing and laughing just because it's so ridiculous. And Ivy Nile just pounded the shit out of her for a while. I like Ivy Nile a lot. I don't think she moves near as much as she is because she's physically impressive. But Cora Jade had to win, and this is fine if she wins by interference.
I remember they did advertise that. I remember. Yeah. But it's just weird in the story. Like, I'm Danny Palmer, and I want you to come out, attacker. Here I am. Oh. Remember in South Park where Celine Dion, or was it Celine Dion's like daughter was kidnapped and Terrence is the father and Terrence and Philip have to find her? And they and they fly, it's like Saudi Arabia or something. They fly to Saudi Arabia like, oh, there she is. That's, I mean, South Park. That was the first Terrence and Philip show where he's married to Celine Dion. And it's like, our daughter has been kidnapped. I know. I'll go rescue her. It's like, but where will we find her, Terrence? We'll have to go all the way to, I don't know, whatever it is, Saudi. It was some, like India or something. It's like, but there's 5 billion people in India. How will we find her? I don't know, Terrence. Oh, there she is. That's right there. Oh shit!
Yeah, like so. If there's ever a mystery attacker again in WWE, just have someone come out and say, "I want you to come to the ring and show yourself," and it will happen. Don't worry.
Yes. So Blair Davenport, is she good? I guess she looks like she's pretty mean.
Yeah, I think she's like a bulkier wrestler, so she's like
right.
By the way, on the men's side, just some. How the hell did Shinsuke Nakamura survive 500 splashes from that Bronson Reed guy on this week's Raw?
I don't know. Yeah, I like Shinsuke Nakamura.
He's awesome.
He is, and I like his song.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I like everything about him. He just looks cool to me as well. But yeah, he's awesome, man. Like,
yeah, I was just shocked because Bronson Reed literally splashed him like 3 or 4 times during that match. I was like, my God. It's like when Doudrop kept splashing Alexa Bliss, and I was just like, stop it.
Yeah. You're killing her. You're killing Alexa Bliss.
Now she's pregnant. She's a pregnant woman. Stop doing this.
Yeah, this will help get the baby out. It just pops right out. Oh my God. Hey, they've got Hulk Hogan's autograph. I was just looking at some autographs. They got Charlotte Flair 8x10 autograph.
No.
Yeah, they got Zelina. I like to look at the autographs from time to time. See if there's anyone. We got Lita. Bailey's still there. Who's that? Oh, Liv. Yeah. Oh my God, they have Dominic Mysterio autograph.
Oh. J-Man is purchasing an autograph live.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I have to think about it. I don't think it'll sell out. So I have time. I have time. Oh, CM Punk.
They're letting him back in after he insulted the entire company. Wow. Yeah,
so I'm like they got potential monster. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's I'll share my screen. Well, we're pretty much done with the women's stuff anyway, so hold on.
Yep.
I can share my screen. Oops. Why can I not click this right then? There we go. There. The middle one.
Oh.
Isn't that right? That's awesome.
That is.
Bianca. Oh, Meechin. And here's the Charlotte Flair one.
Oh,
That's Zelina.
that's a good
That's
pick.
pretty good too, really. Oh, I like this damage control one.
Yeah,
But there's Charlotte. That's pretty good.
yeah.
But 70. I gotta wait for like a. I gotta wait for like a sale or something because it's not free shipping for. It says free shipping, but not for us.
Nope.
Like not for Canada. Like even if it says it won't be. I have this. I have this
Yeah.
Bailey one, and I have this one. Yeah, this is Charlotte. Yeah, Zelina would be cool. Bianca. Oh, Rhea Ripley, 8x10.
Hmm.
Oh man, $40 for the Poison Pixie.
Okay.
Hulk Hogan's 300. Oh, where's the Dominic one? Don't tell me it's sold out while we were scrolling. There you go. That is so funny. Oh, there's a lot of autographs on here. Whoa, it's like pages after pages. They had LA Knight,
Oh,
Carmella. See, I don't mind getting them from here because at least I know they're legit.
yeah. We're getting
Like-
Drew McIntyre while he's still with the company.
Oh, is he leaving?
Yeah, he's probably leaving.
Oh, yeah, because we haven't seen him around, eh? Like,
No, not since WrestleMania.
why is he leaving?
Money, and he does not like his spot anymore. So,
Oh, look at this.
oh, that's cool.
700. It's all of them, though. I mean, that's
What
a
are
lot,
those?
but cards, rookie cards and stuff.
Okay.
There's no there's no Becky. Like, what's going on here? Hey, oh, Dakota Kai. I already have
Nice.
hers anyways, but yeah, the rest, like Ronda's expensive.
Yeah.
$250 for Ronda. I mean, yeah, I get it.
Oh, Dominic has one, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, his card. Yeah, now it's all cards. I'm not a big fan of the cards.
No. Hit Rose 120. Oh, she won the AWA.
Cool.
Yeah, they were just ramping up something with her and Tony, or Charlotte and Tony, and they let Tony go. Charlotte was pissed. She wanted to have a program with Tony Storm.
Oh yeah, yeah, but like, was that in NXT days or was that in actually
No, she
WWE
was,
days?
Tony Storm was up. It looked like she was going to have a feud with Charlotte Flair, and they let her go.
Why?
Oh, I think there was a reason why I can't remember.
This is pretty good.
Oh, there's the Judgment Day, $200.
I always check Becky, see if there's any good Becky stuff.
You never got the Becky socks, did you?
No, I didn't get the socks, but I have this.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see it. You won't be able to see it on camera. No, you won't be able to see it on camera. But yeah, I've got that. Yeah, so no, the rest of that's whatever. Wow, Dominic Mysterio. I'll check when there's a sale on and see, and maybe get like Dom and Charlotte or something because I've got Liv, Cody, what's it called? What else is there? Yeah, Bailey, obviously. I don't have Becky. I have Shotzi from when we were at the event. How could there, like, I mean, I can get Becky on eBay, but I'd rather get it from here where I know it's legit. Like, I don't know why they've got so many others. Why is Becky Lynch not on there? I would definitely get complaint department if they had the both of them, 100%.
oh yeah. Especially if they call the complaint department. I think that's
Yes, that's what they got to do. So, unfortunately, Tony Storm's.
yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks.
They were building her up, and then she left. She was gone. She was released.
Well, I posted a poll. Everyone's happy that Tiffany won. I knew that was going to be the. Are you happy that Tiffany's the champion? Yes. No. Everyone voted yes, so that was obvious.
Of course.
All right, guys. I think we'll end it off there. So tomorrow, Sean and I, we're doing Transformer Thursdays. So Mondays, it's going to be Legion of Superheroes, unless it's Earth B. So on my channel, 3 Mondays of the month is Legion of Superheroes with Clobby and Sean. And then the other Monday, just me on Clobby's channel is Earth B. So every second Monday, the B Monday, the second Monday of every month is Earth B. Wednesdays is wrestling. So again, 1 week from today, we're back. Probably at 8 o'clock or 8:15 like last time. Today we started early. There was a lot to talk about, so we wanted to make sure we were done in time. Thursdays is going to be Transformers Thursdays. So it's going to be rotating between Marvel Comics, getting the show in a little bit. So tomorrow night Sean and I are going to be talking about Transformers Marvel Comics, the first 2 issues, and they're quite different than the cartoon. So it's pretty like, whoa, like this is like pretty different. And then next Thursday, there won't be anything because we're going to be seeing Rise of the Beasts. But this Friday, I'm debuting a new, because I've been doing this Let's Read Superboy, but this Friday I'm doing a new show. And this came up on our Legion talk where I talked about how Superboy builds weird stuff. Like he'll do random weird things. Like there's these kids in a fire and he goes and he gets asbestos and makes fireproof suits, flies in and puts the suits on them. Or you could fly them away. Like just go and pick them up and leave. Like it's so random. So I was saying this on the Legion stream and I was like, I've been reading Superboy from number 1. I could technically chronicle all this. And Clobby's like, you should do it. Like, I'm doing it. I've got the screen captures of all of the weird shit that Superboy has built. So it's called Superboy Builds Weird Stuff. So that's going to premiere on this Friday. So join me for that if you're into Superboy building it's weird. Like, it's a lot of weird stuff. I'm only doing the first 4 issues, and there's so much already. There's like at least 7 or 8 things that he makes that are weird. In the first 4 issues, that means there's more than 1 weird thing per issue. And I'm strongly considering changing my Twitter handle to Gasp J-Man because they say the word gasp in every comic that I'm reading right now. Gasp! I'm like, Gasp J-Man. That's what I might. I'm bloody seriously concerned. I know it doesn't. If you're following me, you still get to follow me even if I change it. But I think Gasp J-Man is hilarious, so I might change it to that. All right. One last thing. I'll let Steve. I just published my third book of short stories. It's really it's only about 26 pages. There are 3 short stories, so like 7 pages each or whatever. They were kind of meant to be like comic books or 1-page stories, so I've left them the way I fixed the writing a little bit to make them work as short stories and not work as a comic book. But it's called The Tea Merchant, and it's available on Amazon. Kindle is available right now. The physical book will be available probably the next few days. So, but the Kindle book is available now. It's this guy. He's a space alien. He travels around selling fume. So it's like gas. It's like fume tea, and it's just really weird, crazy adventures. Definitely not for kids, 18 plus for sure. I wrote these to be in Heavy Metal magazine, so that will give you an idea of what it's like. I wanted to submit these to Heavy Metal magazine. I was big into heavy metal. I had a paid subscription where they were sending me all the issues. It was great. So that's out right now. Steve, what's going on for you right now?
Well, I got my dad's book cover. We got the proofs, so we gave some notes on the one we wanted to do. So
Right.
That would be published within the next month, I'm hoping. And then I'm working on the Magic and Sin, the magic part of Magic and Sin, because Magic and Sin. So J-Man and I and Sean had a pulp magazine years ago called Into the Void. We create characters for them. I had 2 Martin Whitesword, which is a magician who has a show in Vegas. And those stories are more comedic, but also very like true to life. Like he has to deal with insurance companies and stuff for the magic world, and it's just crazy. So think of it like Harry Potter, but like adult and like dealing with adult problems.
Right.
And then I have this other character called Caleb Hellbent, who is a private detective, but he's been damned to hell, and he's not Constantine, right? He's got sulfur, like he's got burning eyes, like smoke comes out of his eyelids because as he gets closer to hell, like it burns more, and he actually has cases that he does, demonic cases. So his job is that, you know, he's trying to do as much good as he can before he no longer can. And so his stories are more horror and you know, supernatural bent. So I think it's a good mix, and I'm going to put them in both you know characters and their stories in the one book. That's why it's called Magic and Sin.
So that'll be interesting. Yeah. So you gonna rotate them or half? Or you're gonna do half and half?
Half and half. So I'm going to have the White Sword Chronicles at the front, and then after that, the Hellbent Case Files.
You're gonna do? Could you reverse cover? How that'd be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Right? You could have the reverse covers. That'd be super interesting. Anyway, something to think about.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much to our regulars. We appreciate you guys being here. It's awesome. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow for Transformers, man. I'm super looking forward. If you can make it for Transformers, make it, because like, if you had not read these Marvel comics, you're gonna want to know what the hell's going on in these, because I'm reading these as like, first of all, they're awesome. The rumors are true. The Transformers Marvel comics are awesome, just like everyone says they're awesome. I've confirmed the rumor. But no, you got to see how awesome they are. We're gonna do it like Legion style. We're gonna go through the comic. Sean and I are gonna have it on the screen. It's so good. So that's tomorrow. And then Superboy, if you want to have some fun, some silly fun, we'll talk some Superboy on Friday. If not, 1 week from today, man. So you got a date Wednesday, baby.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.